Welcome to this edition of Buncombe Live. If you watch the show often, and I hope you do, you'll remember that about a year ago we were right here. And behind me, they were building some habitat homes, and we talked to Lou Krause, who's going to join us again in just a few minutes. And we heard about a neighborhood that was coming. Well, guess what? It's here. It's amazing. We're going to take you on a tour, show you what they've done. Last year, Lou told us it was the 30th anniversary of Habitat, and he surprised me because he told me that Asheville was the very first Habitat for Humanity in North Carolina. And back 30 years ago, it took them 18 months to build one house, and now they start a new house every 3 to 5 weeks, and at that time had built 247 houses. We're going to ask him today how many they've built now. So stay tuned as we look back and see what's come from last year to this year. I think you'll be amazed. Okay, we're here, like I just told you. I'm here again with Lou. Can you believe it's been a year since we stood right here? There were hardly any houses at all here with us, and they were working on this one right here. And you could still see through it, just barely had a few walls up. We stood on the porch and talked about that house. And now, a year later,
yeah, right.
oh my gosh. Oh my
No, you're exactly right. I mean, it was a year ago, and the stud walls were up, no siding, no blue board on the outside.
Yeah.
We were looking through,
Yeah.
and 1 year later, we're on our 17th house here.
17th house.
17th right here
And
in
we're
this
going to
community.
take a little walk through the neighborhood
Good.
and give the folks at home an idea. It's the cutest neighborhood. We were just saying, it reminds me of growing up. I grew up in West Asheville.
Right.
Growing up, houses next to each other, kids running around, just a beautiful, clean, nice neighborhood. And I love this area. It really is just a great area.
It's beautiful. And when you walk back through this little community here,
Yeah.
I mean, the views looking out over the mountains are phenomenal.
They are.
I mean, they're absolutely phenomenal. So
Yeah.
it's really great. And,
It is.
And we're so pleased that we could finally get out into the East Valley area and put these houses in.
Yeah, it's great. Now this house was built by, I think, Christ School and Asheville School together?
It was Christ School and, it was Asheville Christian Academy.
That's right. They worked together, the students worked
right.
together and put this house up.
Exactly.
And now you say the 7th, you're getting ready to do the 17th house, which we'll come back to in just a minute.
Absolutely.
That's a special house there. But then all these other ones have gone up, and right now there are people just working and working and working, and you're going to see that, putting these up. Tell us a little bit about the folks who are here and how they got here.
There's been a lot of hands that have made this community possible, believe me, and there have been a lot of local hands from faith groups that have come out and done a lot of work. Banks, the Judicial Bar District here came out and worked on a house,
Yeah.
and we've had some private individuals that have gotten together and sponsored a house and brought their friends in. And we've had out-of-town work teams that have come through colleges and universities.
Yeah.
There's a program called Global Village that actually goes through Habitat International, where people from all over the country, in fact, all over the world, come in and work here. In fact, last week we had a Global Village team here that was led by a local individual in Buncombe County, but there were 3 members of that team were from Indonesia and 1 member was from Saudi Arabia, And other members were from California and New York and Georgia and all over. It was just a cosmopolitan gathering here.
Coming together to build a house.
Coming together. So, and I think as we go through this community, you know, there are all age groups that are out here working. We have a lot of retired folks, obviously, some younger than others. But, you know, they always kind of give me a hard time. They want to know if they're going to get a you know, cost of living increase this year. And I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like the old song says, you know, nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free.
That's right.
You know, and
That's
so,
right.
but they're a lifeblood to us here. I mean, they come out faithfully every week and work. So it's been a great effort out here to make these 17 houses.
Yeah, to give families a home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, the families that are moving in here, each of these families, as we all know in the Habitat model, have put in a minimum of 200 hours of sweat equity, and in case of, you know, 2 adults in the house, it's 400 hours of sweat equity. And once they move in, every one of these families are paying back a mortgage payment to us that is reinvested into more Habitat houses, into more communities.
Right.
So it's really a win-win situation.
Yeah. Now, last year you told me that y'all had finished 247 homes. How many have you done now?
We have now completed 200, and we're almost at 260 now.
Wow.
And so, you know, when there's a lot of homes here of these 17 that are under construction still. So completed homes for us are homes that families have moved into.
Right. They're actually in and
they're living there.
Yeah.
And the nice thing for our community, they're paying property taxes.
That's right. That's right.
Well, they are.
They are. They're homeowners, and that's part of it. You keep the house up, and you pay your taxes.
Right.
And also, you said you have a lot of volunteers here, and I found this very interesting. I learned last year. A lot of volunteers here do work, but they're working under people who know what they're doing. This is not just people coming in and going, oh, well, yeah, I just want to help. Somebody is guiding their work. It's all done to code. It's all done to standard. These are nice homes.
They're wonderful homes, absolutely wonderful homes, and the energy efficiency of these homes, you know, it's a testimony to the staff people who are out here guiding, you know, volunteers day after day. And, you know, we have to say, I mean, people from all walks of life come out here, and many who have never handled a hammer before, or you know,
never driven a nail,
but they come out here and they do great work.
Yeah, and working for somebody else, to give somebody else a home. I just think that's just awesome. You need to find out how to volunteer. We said it last year, I'm going to say it again. This neighborhood does not finish all up. Y'all are not done. This is just one neighborhood.
Exactly.
To come.
And we're already developing the next neighborhood for 25 more houses in West Asheville, in the far western part of Asheville. So, you know, we've been here 31 years, and as I've said, our work isn't complete.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see the neighborhood.
Good, let's do.
Okay. Okay, we've come around the corner here, and we're in the middle of the cul-de-sac of the subdivision here. Tell me about all these houses. Are so pretty and so neat. They all look really good size too. How big are some of these houses here?
Well, all of our homes are designed to fit the family size when they apply and are approved for a family or for a home here. And these are 2, 3, and 4 bedroom homes. They run anywhere from about 880 square feet to right at 1,400 square feet. And there are a few things about the homes that I think are very, very special, but just very vital. And one of the things is that all of our homes are made to be accessible if a ramp needs to be built. We've designed them and placed them on the lot so they will do that. And in the inside of the home, all of the doorways are 36-inch openings. The hallways will always accommodate a wheelchair, and one of the bathrooms has a 5-foot turning radius in it for a wheelchair.
Always?
Always. It's standard design for us.
That is cool. Yeah, I never thought about that, but you're right. That would be so important.
It's standard design.
Yeah.
The other thing, I mean, these are very, very attractive homes. They've got color to them.
They do.
And you know, I will tell you that there were quite a few years where we let the construction staff, and when I say that, now we have, thank goodness, we have women on our construction staff leading stuff out here. But when the guys were picking the colors, we had problems. We had to back up. I mean, and I think in this state I can say when we had Carolina blue and Duke blue houses right next to each other,
not good.
we had an issue.
That's right. That's right.
So, but we've had folks who've stepped forward and put together color palettes that we can use. And we choose those colors so there's a variety and it
They're not
blends
cookie
on.
cutter. They don't look like little cookie cutter houses. They're all very unique.
They are. And on some of the houses here, it's a lot of arts and crafts design that you see
love
on
that.
them.
Yeah.
And if you look at the blue house down here as an example, that particular house, we have started to now, as we're going out closer to the Dennis Street, the main street out here, we're starting to try to match some of the post design on the existing homes across the way. And they have double posts on a lot of those.
Yeah.
And so we're moving into that direction as well.
It's matching the neighborhood.
Just trying to blend into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that look though. It just looks, they just look really good.
They're great.
Yeah, they are. And can we look in one of them in a
Sure,
little while?
absolutely. And we can go in the one that this one right here that we've spoken of.
Okay.
And
take a little sneak peek.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we're going to go to see the last house in the subdivision.
Oh, that special house.
That special house.
Okay.
So stay tuned. Come on. Okay, we're in. Tell me what room we're in. This is in one of the houses.
It is. This is a 4-bedroom home. We're in the dining room right now. Kitchen right around the corner here.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of things I may point out about the home. One thing is that they're very, very energy efficient. This house will be heated and cooled with central air and a heat pump. And it's a 4-bedroom home, roughly 1,400 square feet. It is built to a standard that if the homeowner that moves in here keeps their heat at 70 or lower in the winter and keeps your air conditioner at 74 or higher in the summer.
Which is comfortable.
That's very, very comfortable range.
Yeah.
A third party that has inspected this home will guarantee that the heating and cooling cost in this home will not exceed $30 a month.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
That's incredible for heating and cooling costs.
Is that in the winter and the summer?
Winter and summer. It's a straightforward design. We try to, make all spaces livable here.
Yeah.
A couple of other things that have gone into this home that I think are just a special touch. One thing is that when we see the kitchen, all the wall cabinets are they're 42-inch high wall cabinets, meaning they go to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And we're not wasting any space up top or having a dust collection system up there, as it's probably in my home.
Yeah, mine too.
That's one thing that's in here. Yeah. The other thing I think needs to be mentioned is that for every Habitat house built in the United States, including this one obviously, Whirlpool donates a refrigerator and a range that are both rated for energy efficiency for every Habitat house that's built in the United States. And that's a big gift. It's a very big gift.
It's a very big gift. That's a wonderful gift.
It really is. And so we use as much as possible. We keep this house as green as we can with low VOC paints and products and flooring.
2 bathrooms? 1 bathroom.
It's a two bathroom house here. And the flooring in these homes, we're in a house here that's got some linoleum in this area, vinyl, but most of our homes have Pergo flooring in it, and that was also donated by Pergo.
Oh, wow.
So that was another really nice feature that we were able to utilize and have.
That is just so neat.
4-bedroom house, and family's going to be anxious and excited about moving into here soon.
Yeah, I don't blame them one bit.
I don't either.
Now, we're about to walk around the corner and down the street to the last house in the subdivision.
Right.
And I'll just wait till we get there and then you can tell me about it.
I will tell you about it. Absolutely.
Okay, we're here.
Yes, we're here.
Tell me, what is this? Other than the last house in the subdivision.
It's the last house in the subdivision, right? That's what you wanted to hear, right?
That's right.
This is a house that I am proud of, and I'm honored to stand in front of it with you today. This is a house that represents the partnership, I believe, between, the county, Buncombe County, and Asheville Area Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
But this represents a long-time partnership that we've had working together over the years, many, many years. And so this house here is really in honor of that partnership. It is respecting that partnership, and it is recognizing that partnership. And it's one way that we can simply have a small thank you to the county for all your involvement.
Well, now tell me what that means. It's the Buncombe County house. So who's going to build it? The regular volunteers? You're going to get some Buncombe County people in here to help?
Absolutely. Bring them on. We'd love to have the Buncombe County folks out here. And I know there's a lot of talent in that pool there.
Yeah.
Today we have our regular, what we call core volunteers. This is a crew that comes out here every Tuesday and works together.
Yeah.
And today they're doing the floor system. And in a little while, after we have lunch, we're going to come down and we're going to be able to write a message on this floor system for the future family who's going to live here.
Oh, cool.
You know, welcoming them to this home.
Yeah.
But as you know, and many know, Buncombe County has provided a lot of financial resources to us over the years. And this subdivision here, this community is a great representation of that.
Yeah.
They have really helped us do what I call the heavy lifting of getting infrastructure work in.
Yeah.
And it's only right and respectful that we say to this house, this house is the Buncombe County house.
Yeah, and I love it because as you come into the subdivision, it's really the first one you see.
It is. It's the very first house.
That's something for us to be proud of. I think that is really cool.
Well, we're equally proud of it. and you know, I think it's just so great out here today to listen to the background music.
I know, it is.
We call that music at our job site, but there's a lot of activity going on and a lot of people.
There's a lot of talent back there, a lot of volunteer hours back there. It's just awesome.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, great job that you guys do with us.
Thank you. Now, if you want to do something great with your time, you want to give your time, hey, your money, hey, donate your items to the restore.
Right.
That's great. You can do it, and we'll put some information on the screen so you know how to do it. So stay tuned.
We rely on volunteers to come by. We need volunteers in the store and our restore on Meadow Road.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that store. It's beautiful. It says restore, but I was always under the impression I couldn't go in there. That was just for y'all.
No.
Not. It's not.
No, we need you in there.
Yes.
And we need you to donate, you know, furniture, housewares, things of this nature if it's no longer useful to you. Furniture, housewares, building supplies, cars, boats, things of this nature.
But then I can buy in there too.
You can, but we recycle that back to the community. And you know, having said that, for Buncombe County, we are keeping 1,400 tons out of the landfill every year.
Yay.
Yay is right.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I think it's the right thing to do.
It is.
It's just the right thing. And then folks come in and buy there. And people who need, you know, something that is gently used, as we'll say. We have people who are who have rental properties that come in. I was talking to a lady yesterday and she said, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I could come in and get a stove for the kitchen for my rental property here.
See, I had
and
no
a refrigerator.
idea.
So it's very, very important. The store does much for us in terms of revenue.
And that's another place to volunteer.
There's room for 200 volunteers a week in that store. And so we're still building that cadre up.
Yeah.
But it's important to know that the restore, the revenue that comes in from the restore, it literally puts the block foundation and the concrete foundation under every Habitat house we build. It pays for the administrative costs of of all of our organization.
Yeah.
And so and it also builds a house a year entirely.
Wow.
So, and those are the net proceeds from the store. And why I want to get that message out is that as a donor, when you donate and write a check to us, we can look at you and say, your check went directly to the sticks and bricks that went into this house. It went into windows, doors, lumber, sheetrock, etc. It did not cover the overhead of the organization.
Wow.
So the store is important in a lot of ways. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
It provides an avenue for people to buy at an affordable rate, helps our landfill, and you know, things of that nature.
I have been here since 2004. My husband was terminally ill when we moved in here, and he made it 3 years in this home and very happy. It's just been a wonderful place. I adopted two of my grandchildren. I've raised them through school. They're out on their own. Very thankful because due to finances, that's hard to do unless you've got some kind of help. I think one thing that people think about Habitat for Humanity is that it's a free thing. It's not free, but it's affordable. I was able to work out my down payment and moved in with affordable payments and continue to do so. We moved in September 2004, which was a wonderful day for us. A nurse that was coming out to take care of my husband was familiar with Habitat for Humanity and told me about them. I called Pat Bacon, which is a wonderful lady. She was able to point me in directions I needed to go as of cleaning up credit, You do have to have good credit. Anyway, she did that and got everything taken care of. Was able to do my sweat equity hours, worked out the full down payment. You first have to have good credit, and I think that's the way it is with any homeowner. Second, you have to go to the homeowner classes. It's very helpful. It's been very helpful for me as a widow. You have to have income coming in of some kind, either disability, Social Security, whatever. You have to have income. You have to be able to work out the down payment in lieu of having the money for the down payment. They did accept the volunteer work, and they continue to do that. Anything that is pertaining to a Habitat for Humanity home is counted on those hours, and that means someone else's home. I don't just mean my home. I mean, I worked on one house for one day. Trust me, when you're doing that kind of work, you know you're working for something that, I mean, I was all excited and just could not wait to get in my home. If I hadn't have got the Habitat for Humanity home, I would have still probably been in an apartment. I don't have anything or any problems against the apartments. I'm thankful for them, but due to being able to afford the monthly payments, afford the down payment with work, I was able to get into a home. And for that, I'm very thankful. And a thing about that is, even though you're on Section 8, those payments still keep going up. I'd have had a struggle with that because, fixed income, raising 2 grandchildren would be very hard. And due to owning this home, I was able to get them through school. They're on their own, and it's just been a very wonderful experience.
Okay, again, we've come back to see a finished neighborhood. It's just an amazing thing to be proud of. I just have to urge you, if you have extra time, extra money, want to donate something, you need to do it with Habitat for Humanity. They really do an amazing, amazing job. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you want more information about Habitat, we can get that information to you here on the screen. And again, next month, as always, you never know where we're going to be, so tune in here.